Hey everyone, this is Ed. Welcome back. And today's review is on the RC Logger NovaX 350. Now, what separates this from all the other Phantom clones out there is it's a dual-purpose, quite adept aerial photography platform, as well as quite a zippy acro flyer. So RC Logger has covered both bases with this, and all the mods you could possibly want to do are done. It has solid carbon fiber booms, carbon fiber legs, landing gear. It has a solid canopy. It's not a flying eggshell. This is not your father's Phantom, okay, folks? Again, a solid aerial photography platform, as well as a very capable, exhilarating acro flyer as well, and it has a solid modular build. Everything is plug and play, easily replace. One thing, I'm going to do my review, but the RC Logger's gone one step extra. They have complete online tutorials, so any questions you may have, I'll include in my video description all the links where you can buy this for the video tutorials, any other relevant links that I'll be adding in with this as well. Now, before we move right into the review, I'd like to talk a moment about safety and responsible flying. Always use extreme caution when flying, and always fly within your ability. This is a very capable quadcopter. Somebody new could get this, take it out of the box, and fly it easily, because it is a full GPS-enabled quadcopter. However, if you're new, you want to make sure you go to open areas. Don't fly around people or pets, and you know, try to fly with somebody or have somebody who's familiar with quadcopters help you out with this. Now, this is an app-based quadcopter. Very important to understand this. Just so you know, if you have an Apple or Android device, you'll need to use this via Bluetooth to open up some of the functions like the intelligent orientation control and also the waypoints, which I'll discuss more in detail. Without that, you're going to be a manual pilot, and you'll have to do the calibrations manually, which is a process of removing the canopy and so on, and getting into the interior of the quadcopter. And RC Logger, you can do that, but they recommend that you use the app device to do all those things on the quadcopter. That's the way the industry is moving. They don't foresee a computer program coming out anytime soon. Also, if you are manual, and this is something I ran into personally when I was doing the gyro calibration and also trying to move into the compass calibration. I didn't complete the gyro calibration properly, and I was stumped. I didn't think you could move on from that point. Easy thing, nothing to get worried about. Unplug the battery, plug it back in, reinitialize the procedure, and go forward again. Very easy to do. Also, this is subject to interference from metal. I have one of these tables outside. I was trying to do the calibrations on the table. It wouldn't work. When I moved it off the metal legs underneath and everything onto the ground, it worked beautifully. Also, I tried attaching a camera up here, my 808, and the 808 camera messed with the GPS signal, so you cannot attach any cameras to the top. RC Logger's got all that figured out. They've got several mounting options down here underneath the camera, underneath the quad as well. Okay, so now let's take a look at the RC Logger NovaX 350 in a little bit more detail. Okay, we're going to take a closer look now. Before we get started of the review of the components of the NovaX, and the transmitter, I just want to clarify that this is very much an app-based platform on the iOS platform or the Android platform. In order to be able to get into some of the features of the NovaX, you need to have the ability to Bluetooth it with your Apple or Android device. Okay, now with that said, the NovaX is a stout, solid, it's modular plug-and-play design, meaning no soldering, no tiny wires to fumble with. It's plug-and-play. Now, it's all carbon fiber design. The booms are carbon fiber, the legs are carbon fiber. It's very solidly built. It has these straps here, which is for the light kit, which is being sent to me. I don't have that now, but I will follow up with another review on the light kit. The legs are easily interchangeable. Right now I have the AP legs on, aerial photography legs, but it also has these shorter legs. If you just want to take off the the AP legs and put on the shorter legs so you can go full acro, and because this thing will go full acro. Exhilarating. It's easily, like I said, easily interchangeable. It has these boom ball locks here, little buttons, so it snaps right into place very easily, and all you have to do is reverse the legs from this way to this way. Any questions you may have or anything that I'm covering is all on their online tutorials on their RC Logger website, and I'll put the link at the bottom of the video here so you can follow up with that. Now, again, the quad's all carbon fiber. The battery here is a 11.1 volt 3S 500 milliamp battery, and it has a 40C rating. Now, I've got flight times of 19 minutes and 30 seconds on a good solid hover and just, you know, floating around a little bit. And when I went full acro, I got 14 minutes, a solid 14 minutes. So I was quite impressed with the battery on this quad. It does take a long time to charge. This is the supplied charger that comes with it. It's a good charger. It takes an awful long time to charge this battery on this charger. So it does come with this cable that you can plug into your regular charger, and that shortened up the charging time on mine. I think it was a little like an hour and 15 minutes. So again, it does come with this charger, and it's a you know, it's a good balanced charger. So you know, it's a good configuration. Now, some of the other components is I was surprised that it came with a full GoPro mount, which is excellent. Unfortunately, I don't have a GoPro. I have a knockoff, and my camera doesn't fit. So I'm probably going to have to bite the bullet and break down and get a GoPro. It also does come with this strap, so you can mod your transmitter, because the transmitter throttle is on a spring action. It comes with the data cable, so you can connect it to your computer and get into the programming. It also comes with these adapters for your carbon fiber props. Comes with 4 of those. Comes with your bind plug. And let's see, comes with these anti-vibration mounts. I assume that's for the gimbal. They're also sending me the gimbal, and I'll follow that up with another review. And let's see, it came with 1 set of props, and it also comes with these battery straps. And the NovaX has a pretty, I didn't like it at first because I didn't understand it or didn't pay attention when I saw the video, but the way the battery mounts in, and I'll show you, so just so you know, is it slides in here, and then the plug that connects, that's attached to the quad, goes through this hole, as well as the, oh, I have the battery upside down. Sorry about that. The cables go down. So you fit this plug through the strap, and you fit these other plugs through that same hole. And then on the bottom, there's these 2 grooves. I already broke this because I wasn't doing it right to begin with. And that's how the battery mounts in, and it's very solid. Now again, I've already broke that because it was my fault, not anything else, anything other than ignorant. And it comes with these 2 straps, so you can replace it. And it holds in the battery very well. I really like the design of that. So let's get into the transmitter, which is really blew my mind when I get into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the NovaX, because I'll need that for demonstration purposes for the transmitter. So I'll plug that in, let it initialize, and we'll turn on the transmitter. Oh. Now that tone on the transmitter, it's a default. If none of your switches are in their default positions, you'll get those warning tones on the transmitter. And it has a nice wake-up cycle. Now, just to briefly go over the functions of the transmitter and the switches, this is for your retracts, and this B switch here is for your GPS, also your altitude mode and your basic mode, which is like an acro mode. And then your switch C over here is your AP mode. The second position is sport mode, and the third position is going to be a customizable switch that you'll be able to go online and customize your Nova if you really want to, you know, change it up, so to speak. Now over here is your return to home switch, and then of course you have all your typical controls. But what I really want to get into is the telemetry. This transmitter has the onboard telemetry. You simply press your up switch and it gives you what's going on with the NovaX right at your fingertips. It gives you battery voltage, gives you distance, it gives you height, it gives you your GPS location. It also gives you your return to home status. I love it. It's just a fantastic thing to have at your fingertips. It's just great. I was blown away when I saw this. I didn't even realize that it had this, and it's just a solid feature to have. And I've used it quite a bit when I'm out flying. So, very good feature. A lot of other quadcopters don't have. There's a telemetry right there at your fingertips. So, let's see. Let's turn that off. So I think now just a couple other things. The range on this is rated at 900 meters in the literature, but I've talked to people who have gotten well over a mile when they're FPVing. Let's see, and a couple. I'm going to play devil's advocate now. Why the NovaX over some of the other Phantom clones out there, and just keep in mind that the Phantoms and the Cheersons and the Walkers and the Blades, they're all built into one component. They're not plug and play as well as the RC Logger NovaX 350 is. The plug and play aspect of it makes it completely customizable, easy to work on, especially for somebody like me who struggles with sight when being able to do, you know, working on very small electronics. So for me, it's really a good thing. And one other thing I want to touch on is, again, this is app based, and I'm kind of old school. I don't have an Android or Apple device, so my outside review won't include two things. And the one is basically like a headless mode. That's, you have to turn that on with the app. But the other one is it's like waypoints. And what's different about the NovaX with their waypoint configuration that blew me away when I learned it is not only can you program this to fly waypoints, but you can program it to do different things when it gets to each waypoint along the way. Say, for example, you want to get to waypoint B after, of course, A, and you want it to do a 360-degree rotation. The NovaX will be able to do that. So all for all, a dual-purpose quad that addresses two things: a solid aerial photography platform, as well as a solid acro flyer, as you'll see from my outside review. Hands down, there's nothing out there like this, and I really, really like this quad. So we're going to go outside now and fly it around and take a look at it. Okay, this is the outside portion of the review, and we've got the Logger, the NovaX up and hovering, and it's in GPS AP mode right now. This is the basic mode, for best mode for aerial photography, very stable. We're going to test the GPS lock now. Just push this around, see what it does. Try it the other way, and it comes right back into a nice hover. Okay, now we're going to go into altitude mode hold, and we're going to lose GPS, but it's going to hold its altitude. And this is a good mode if you want to do flybys, say maybe real estate promotions, or of your camp, or of your home, looking at the Christmas lights or holiday lights. This is great if you got a gimbal or a camera attached to it, because it's not real herky-jerky, it's deliberate. This is the altitude hold mode only, again with no GPS, in the aerial photography mode. Now what we're going to do is going to take it out of aerial photography mode, and we're going to put it into our basic mode, and this gives a little bit more oomph. Yet you can still use it as a solid AP platform. It's not very herky-jerky.
and it's holding its altitude. All I have to do is steer it around, and I can just fly it. Again, good flyby potential with this. If you're doing, again, landscape or terrain mapping, very convenient for that. So it further shows the function of the dual function of the NovaX of being a solid AP platform, as well as a racer or full-on acro quadcopter. So now we're going to take it out of altitude hold mode, and we're going to put it right into our basic mode, which takes it on to full acro. And watch the power we got here. It just scoots right along, very responsive. Scoots right up there, showcasing the dual purpose of this quadcopter, not only being a solid AP platform, but a really fun flyer, acro flyer. I like to go up and do high-speed circuits, fly around fast. It's got nice precision control on the gimbals. Very responsive. Again, highlighting the fact that it's, again, an AP aerial photography platform, as well as a full-on acro quadcopter in a 350 size. There's nothing out there on the market like it. It's fantastic. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to take it out of... we've got to test the... I want to test the gyro. Hold on. I'm going to put it into altitude hold mode, and let's just test the gyro. Now that's AP. I've flipped it back into aerial photography mode, so the yaw is a little more slower, a little bit more deliberate. But let's test the return to home. So let's take it out somewhere. A little ways here. Get it a ways. And here we go. And then we're going to flick the return to home switch. Here we go. This is what happens. The NovaX begins to emit an audible tone. And pretty soon it's going to correct its position. Yep, flying overhead. This puppy's going to land right where it took off. Jake, get out of the way. Come here, Jakey. Come on, Jake. It's coming down. Right where it took off from. I'm going to take over because Jake's there. So yeah, we're going to go back into GPS hold. Take a up close look at it hovering. Hello, Brian. Yeah. Nice solid hold. Let's take a look at the telemetry. I don't know how well you can see it, but battery is 11.2 volts. Distance is 6 meters. Height is 2 meters. GPS positioning, return to home is off. Timer, I've been up 12 minutes and 19 seconds and I'm in sport mode. I'm out of sport mode and we're in solid GPS. So yeah, I've got a few more minutes left on the timer. Me, I'm going to go out and do a little bit of flying here. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so in closing, the RC Logger NovaX 350 is an adept, solid, dual-purpose platform with value built in. And I want to talk a moment to talk about value. As I said earlier before, all the mods you could want to do are done to this. No going out to buy extra shells or extra parts. It's all right here. It's a complete unit. And that means something in this day and age. Also, You can tell that the engineers at RC Logger have gone the extra mile because of the quality that's built in. The well thought out battery configuration, the well thought out landing booms. They are going to have retracts and light kits available. I'll have those. They're coming to me. I'll have those to review. Those are well thought out. I've seen them, and they're just amazing products, and they're only going to complement the NovaX completely. Also, customer service with RC Logger is second to none. You can actually talk to the people who designed this. There's some Facebook pages. There's also there are online threads, there are RCG groups that are all very active and involved with all of those. You can actually talk to the guys who designed it. They're great. They'll answer any questions, and they usually get back to you as soon as they can. Most of the time it's the same day for me. So customer service is second to none, and it's great to be able to actually reach out and talk to the people that designed this. Now, finally, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Share it around with friends. If you know somebody who's looking to get into aerial photography and they want an acro sport flyer, this is a great solid choice for them. And finally, this is Ed from FPV America, and fly it like you stole it. Thank you again for watching.